My past experiences with this crackerjack team, this ace squad. Well, I met Gabe Arredondo and Matt Gilliam at a restaurant job 9 years ago, back in 2007. And we started becoming really close friends. And then I brought Gabe on to produce a play that I wrote and directed called Dudes Do Stuff.
That was the first time that Alan, Matt Gilliam, and myself had all worked together.
Alan at some point said, I'm gonna write a part for you.
And he said, okay. And yeah, I didn't even know what it was at the time, but I just knew I really loved working with him and our dynamic. I thought there was more to explore there.
Fast forward to We Got Lucky.
So Alan sent me the script late one night, and I stayed up reading it and was very moved by the play and knew I was in for an experience that was going to challenge me, that was going to broaden my horizons and push my boundaries.
That was the first time we worked with Drew Pasley, which is great.
I'd met Drew Pasley before and interviewed him to work crew on Being Awesome, and it kind of came down to just availability.
You know, it kept me in mind, and we started talking. I told him I was moving out to LA, and there was some, he lived in LA, so.
He lived in Memphis for a few years, that's where I'm originally from. That's where we shot Being Awesome. And once he moved to LA, I reached out to him about this play.
I've kind of just been adopted into this family of these, I guess, a crew of people who decided they wanted to tell stories and make movies.
The plan all along was to turn the play into a movie, and which I think really worked out well because the actors were all well rehearsed and everyone knew, you know, what the story was, and they had everything that they needed there through that play.
I met Alan when the Camarillo Skyway Playhouse was doing an incredible production of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Kelly saw me in that, and she cast me, and she was doing a directing class, and she wanted me to be her the male actor in her scenes. That was fun.
And then I was in a grocery store, and he called me up and was like, hey, I'm doing this project. Do you want to be a part of it?
My good friend Alan, who is my tennis opponent, he asked me to audition.
I don't know what year it was, but I think 3 years prior to being cast in Gabe and Alan's film, Being Awesome, I think it was called, I originally auditioned for that movie and went in and read for that, was not cast.
And I know he does like amazing works of art, and I definitely wanted to be a part of it, so I auditioned.
So he sent me the script and I read it, and it was awesome. I laughed and I cried.
I thought I did a mediocre job, and I remember sending you a text and being like, I can do better.
3 years later, after much training, they decided to bring me in on another project, being We Got Lucky.
Much more training.
He sent me a text and was like, no, that was what we wanted. So, got the part.
We got lucky, dude.
Damn right we did.
My last lucky shot finally hit the one that counts.